Welcome to the Plant Trainers Podcast, where we're helping people improve their quality of life through nutrition and fitness. And now, your hosts, nutrition and wellness coaches, international speakers, Adam and Shoshana Chaim.
Hey, I'm Adam Chaim.
And I'm Shoshana Chaim, and we are
Propelled by Plants. Today we bring to you episode 315, 7 Powerful Plant-Based Books. So everyone, welcome to the summer episodes of the Plant Trainers Podcast. And as you know, we're super dedicated to putting out at least 52 episodes a year. And also, as you know, like anyone else, a break is needed for rejuvenation, inspiration, as well as the need for a little bit of fun and adventure. If you're a longtime listener, you know that we have creative ways to keep you informed, inspired, and in the know over the summer while we take a short break. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll be sharing with you some of the audios that we grabbed from some of the videos that we created throughout the year. Don't worry, we'll be back at the end of August with our regular 45-minute shows that include high-profile doctors, fitness experts, transformational stories, healthy lifestyle advocates, and juicy podcast just with us. So while this episode is going to be a little bit shorter, it leaves you with a few minutes to just head to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and review about your favorite show, which hopefully is us. And we do really totally appreciate that. And of course, like always, feel free to share this episode out on all of your social media outlets, because the more people that hear it, the more people will be able to help spread our amazing and important message. Thanks and enjoy the show.
Four Sigmatic Foods are really unique because they found a way to incorporate mushrooms into all of their products. So we're talking about cordyceps, we're talking about reishi, we're talking about chaga. There's so many great benefits that these mushrooms have to offer, and they are all unique and they all offer different benefits. And they found a way to put it into hot chocolate, they found a way to put it into coffee, they found a way to put it into elixirs.
You may be thinking that it's a little weird that there's mushrooms in these kind of drinks, but the benefits of these mushrooms have been researched for many years, and the taste is amazing in all of these products. You really got to check them out.
And the lemonade. They've put mushrooms into lemonade. So if you want to find out more about these amazing Four Sigmatic products, you can go to foursigmatic.com/planttrainers, FOURSIGMATIC.com/PLANTTRAINERS and search for the items that call to you, and be sure to put in the discount code PLANTTRAINERS for 15% off your order.
And now for a moment of gratitude. So at this point in the show, we normally give you our moment of gratitude and encourage you to do the same. But since we've recorded these in advance, our moment of gratitude wouldn't be as timely. And so what we'd love for you to do is just take a moment to yourself and think about what you're grateful for right now in this very moment, and maybe share it with somebody that you love, because the more we share our gratitude, the more we have to be grateful for.
I was just sitting here reading this book, and I thought, what we should do is we should share our top 7 books for plant-based nutrition with all of you. So often we hear about people who have stumbled across the plant-based world because of books that they've read, because of literature that's been put out there, or we've heard about people just enjoying and sucking up so much of the information through books later on. And we have people all the time asking us which books we recommend. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you which books we actually recommend. Now, there are so many more books out there. So if you want to share a book that you enjoy that is not in this video, make sure you write it in the comments below, and we will be sure to make sure that people see that as well. So here we go with our top 7 books. And before I get into that, we have honorable mentions that go out to the book Skinny Bitch. It was written by former modeling agent Rory Freeman and former model Kim Barnuian. Sorry, I couldn't remember that for you. But basically, they speak to you like they are girlfriends. They use a little bit of colorful language, but they really put it out there for you to really understand, and they don't sugarcoat anything. And for me, that was a game changer. That's what got me into the plant-based lifestyle once and for all. So I give them kudos for that book. Heading right into it, number 7 is Thrive by Brendan Brazier. That is something that really spoke to Adam, although he had read other books, although he had watched other documentaries, because it spoke to athletes, because it talked about how athletes could perform better at older ages because of the food that they were eating. That's what hooked him in. So that's a really great hook for anybody who is an athlete. Number 6 is The Plant-Based Solution, American's Heart Healthy Doc's Plan to Power Your Health. And that's by Dr. Joel Kahn, who is a repeat guest on the Plant Trainers podcast. We're proud to have him on every so often talking about hot topics. And although he's a cardiologist, he also talks about other diseases like autoimmune disease, chronic conditions like diabetes, obesity, gut health, and even low sex drive. So that is a very interesting and fun book that you might want to check out. Number 5 is Proteinaholic from our amazing guest and friend, Dr. Garth Davis. He's been on the show, the Plant Trainers podcast, a couple of times as well. And he's a bariatric surgeon who has dealt a lot with weight loss. And what he talks about is how protein and our need for it, and how much need for it, I should say, is kind of a myth. And that's what's getting us into trouble with weight gain and all of these chronic diseases. He breaks it down really well about how protein is affecting so many diseases in our bodies. And it is a great book for anybody who is having weight loss issues or any health issues at all.
If you listen to this podcast, we know that you like what we have to offer, but did you know that we're putting out content every single day, and we're having amazing conversations with people just like you in our Facebook group, Plant-Based Health, Nutrition, and Fitness. The group is for people like you looking to improve their life through plant-based nutrition and fitness, and who are passionate about a compassionate lifestyle. But we have really big announcements coming up. So if you're a health coach, a personal trainer, or someone who feels that they could heal the world with their skills, talents, and messages, be sure to jump into Plant-Based Health, Nutrition, and Fitness. We can't wait to see you there.
And now, back to the show.
Number 4 is the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease book by Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. Again, another amazing guest who we've had on the podcast. What I like about that book is that it is not that thick. It's really thin. It's really, there's a fine line between what's allowed and what's not. There's no gray area. Sorry, maybe I said that wrong. There's no fine line. It's your stick in the sand is there. You know exactly what to eat and what not to. And he deals with people who are having really serious cardiac issues. So that is a book. If you are scared for your life in terms of cardiac issues, that is a book that you want to pick up as soon as possible. Number 3 is Undo It, How Simple Lifestyle Changes Can Reverse Most Chronic Disease by Dr. Dean Ornish and his beautiful wife, Ann Ornish. And they basically concentrate on lifestyle medicine. So they concentrate on how to eat well, how to move more, how to stress less, and how to love more, and how that can encompass your whole world and really help heal you. And it's a wonderful book. If you haven't got your hands on it yet, it's one of the newer ones from what I'm talking about today. Just because they're oldies doesn't mean that they're not goodies, right? Number 2, How Not to Die. How Not to Die, Discover the Food Scientifically Proven to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Michael Greger. When he was on the Plant Trainers podcast, he was on the treadmill the whole time, which was kind of awesome. He wasn't running, he was just walking, wasn't out of breath, but it was lots of fun. That is like the encyclopedia for plant-based nutrition. Foods you want to eat, foods you don't want to eat, why you want to eat them, why you don't want to eat them, how they affect certain diseases. It is the encyclopedia that you could look anything up in the back, just about anything, and find the answer to it. So that is definitely something that you want to make sure that you have in every house. And finally, we have the China study, Startling Implications for Diet, Weight Loss, and Long-Term Health, the most comprehensive study of nutrition ever conducted by Dr. T. Colin Campbell, one of the forefathers or five fathers, whatever you want to call it, of plant-based nutrition, and his son, Dr. Thomas Campbell. They've both been guests on the Plant Trainers podcast as well. And although the China study, it doesn't really tell I'm not going to lie, it's not always the easiest read, but it is an important read. It has tons of information. You could leaf through it. You could read every page. But basically looking at how we here in North America have the diseases that we do, have the obesity that we do, eating the way that we do. And then there are other areas of the world where they have very starch-based, very grain-based diets, and they are not going through what we're going through. Just seeing the correlation between the illnesses here and the illnesses there is really, it's really startling. But what is scary is that everything here is starting to seep over there. So, that is our number one recommendation for books. These are all books that you can get just about anywhere, bookstores, Amazon, what have you. We're not selling them to you today. It's up to you to go ahead and find out where to get them. And if you need help, you can always let us know. Again, if you have a video, or actually if you have a book that you'd like to recommend that we have not included, write it below in the comments and let us know. And you can check out anyone who's been a guest on the Plant Trainers podcast. You can hear their story and how they talk more about either the book or other things that have happened since the book, other research and other stories that they've had with clients. You could find the Plant Trainers podcast on any podcasting platform like iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all of the good ones. And we hope to see you there. Make sure to follow this channel. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. And we'll see you on the Plant Trainers podcast. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you all so much for listening to this edition of the Plant Trainers podcast. We want to make sure that you subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, or any other podcasting platform.
We really appreciate the feedback we receive from you every time we get a 5-star rating or review on iTunes from one of our fans. It really helps other people find us just like you did.
Thanks so much to our patrons. To become a patron, visit us at patreon.com/planttrainers. Even supporting us with $1 really makes a difference in the quality of the show.
And don't forget to connect with us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is @PlantTrainers. Like Plant Trainers on Facebook, join our newsletter, and check out our website at planttrainers.com for awesome recipes, a list of our services, and of course, our latest podcast.
We encourage you to email your questions to info@planttrainers.com so that we can help you improve your quality of life through nutrition and fitness.
So we hope we've inspired you today. Join us again next time and have a healthy day. Or is that too corny?
It's a little cheesy.